Here's 3 steps to less cravings, more energy, and greater performance. Do you find it hard to feel full enough between meals to stop snacking? Does your energy fluctuate throughout the day? Are you training currently, but you're not seeing any progress, or you're not getting stronger, not getting better? There's normally one thing that's at the root of these problems. I'm going to tell you what that thing is, and I'm also going to give you the 3 steps to fixing it. Our client Stephen focused on this one thing, and it stopped years of chronic fatigue and finally gave him steady energy throughout the day. By the way, I'm Tristan with TH Training. We help business and career driven individuals look, feel and perform better. Here's what to do to solve those problems. Protein is the one food group that we've never seen reduced in any diet that's been out there. Carbs have had it, fats have had it, fruit has had it, where they've all been chastised and said, stop eating as much of this and you're going to get a result in fitness. And there's a reason for this. Protein is the one thing that we cannot convert from other foods. We can't convert fat or carbs into protein. It is the one thing we can't produce ourselves. It's the major thing that keeps us satiated, as in fills us up and allows us to eat better and not overeat and binge. It aids in recovery, in muscle growth, getting stronger, feeling better from all those things. Despite this, there is not one person that we've started working with who came in with sufficient protein intake. And what is a sufficient intake? For most of us, it should be 2 grams per kilo body weight. For instance, if you're 70 kilos currently, that's 140 grams of protein you should be consuming a day. Here's 3 steps to making it easier to meet that target, because a lot of us do find it hard to get enough protein in the day. The first one is pick protein dense foods. These are lean meats, fish, dairy. Eggs aren't actually a great option. The protein isn't as high as we'd think. In order to get 30 grams of protein in a meal, we'd need to be eating 10 egg whites. And if we do want to get it from whole eggs, we're taking on quite a bit of fat with that. A better option would be Greek yogurt, where you're going to get a lot more higher protein intake with a lot less fat. The second tip is reduce variety. Yes, you heard it. Where everyone's saying we should have varied diets. When it comes down to proteins, there's only so many options, and especially if you're vegan or vegetarian, it's going to be harder to get a variety of protein dense foods. So what this can mean is consuming more of the one type of food until we can find out more variety. The one thing that we know that's more important is getting that protein intake in the day before the variety of the protein or the food that you're eating. And the third tip is bias protein in your meals. What you can do is structure your meal where you're consuming the protein first, then the fat, then the veg, then the carbs. As protein is a satiating food, it can fill you up more. And normally if we sit down to a meal with mixed foods, we can get too full by the time we get to the protein and we end up not being able to hit the requirement that we need in the day. Thanks for watching the video. We've spoke about how most of us are not getting the protein requirement that we need, and a lot of us are falling short of that and seeing the problems that come from that as well. If you're suffering from any of these problems, if you feel that your protein intake isn't what it should, comment below and I'm going to send you a link to a nutrition guide where you can understand what amounts, what types of food you should be eating to get to your goals. Nutrition is a big part of feeling good, getting results in health and fitness, having knock-on effects on the other areas of our life. So comment below and I'll send you on that link. You'll have a guide which helps you how to eat for who you are, where you're at right now, and where you want to get to.